What is prediabetes? Prediabetes, a critical health concern, occurs when your blood sugar levels are elevated, yet not at the point of a full-blown type 2 diabetes diagnosis. Shockingly, over 96 million American adults, which is more than 1 in 3, are living with prediabetes. What's even more astonishing is that over 80% of those individuals with prediabetes are completely unaware of their condition. Let's dive deeper into this underrecognized health issue to understand its impact and how to tackle it effectively. Eating right for prediabetes. In this video, we'll talk about how your food affects prediabetes, foods with lots of fiber, controlling carbs, not eating too much, picking lean meats and protein, drinking alcohol sensibly, drinking water, exercise. What you should remember? Before we begin our video, we kindly ask you to consider subscribing to Healthism because your support means the world to us. Prediabetes can lead to type 2 diabetes, but it doesn't always happen. What you eat can help keep your blood sugar steady. Here are 7 tips for a prediabetes-friendly diet. Prediabetes means your blood sugar is higher than it should be, but not quite in the diabetes range. It's often because your body doesn't use insulin properly. People with prediabetes are more likely to get type 2 diabetes and maybe heart problems too. If you have prediabetes, don't worry, it doesn't mean you'll get diabetes for sure. What's important is catching it early and working on your diet to keep your blood sugar in a healthy range. You can't control everything about prediabetes, but you can change some things. Making lifestyle changes can help you keep your blood sugar steady and stay at a healthy weight. How your diet affects prediabetes. A lot of things can make you more likely to get prediabetes. Genes, or family history, can play a part, but other things are more important. Not moving enough and being overweight are big risk factors. When you have prediabetes, sugar from food builds up in your blood because your body can't get it into your cells easily. The kind and amount of carbs you eat affect your blood sugar. Eating a lot of fast-digesting, processed carbs can make your blood sugar go up fast. If you have prediabetes, your body has trouble getting your blood sugar down after meals. So, watching your carbs can help you avoid high blood sugar. 1. Eat more foods with fiber. Fiber has many good things. It helps you feel full for a long time and makes it easier to go to the bathroom. Foods with fiber can help you avoid overeating and the tired feeling that can come after eating sugary foods. Sugary foods give you lots of energy but make you tired soon after. Foods high in fiber include 1. Beans and legumes. 2. Fruits and vegetables that have an edible skin. 3. Whole grains such as quinoa and barley. 4. Whole grain breads. 5. Whole grain cereals. 6. Whole wheat pasta. 2. Watch your carb intake. The glycemic index, GI, can tell you how a food affects your blood sugar. Foods with a high GI make your blood sugar rise quickly. Foods with a low GI don't affect your blood sugar as much. But different people's bodies may work differently. Also, cooking a food or eating it with protein or fat can change its GI. You should also be careful about how much you eat. Eating a lot of carbs at once can make your blood sugar go up. Foods with a low GI, like high-fiber foods, are best for your blood sugar. Try to have foods like steel-cut oats, not instant oatmeal. Whole wheat bread, whole wheat pasta, non-starchy veggies like carrots and leafy greens, legumes and beans, sweet potatoes, nuts and seeds. The food label doesn't show the GI of a food, but you can check the fiber on the label to guess the GI. Foods with a medium GI, like whole wheat bread, brown rice, and corn, are okay to eat if you have prediabetes. But be mindful of portion size, about half a cup is good. Foods with a high GI, like refined carbs without fiber, make your blood sugar go up a lot. Some examples are white bread, potatoes, but keeping the skin might help, sugary drinks, and juice. If you have prediabetes, you should limit these foods. Mixing foods can lower a meal's GI. For example, If you're going to eat white rice, add veggies and chicken cooked in a bit of healthy fat. That will slow down the grain's digestion and keep your blood sugar from going up too fast. 3. Be careful with portion sizes. Keeping an eye on how much you eat helps you have a low GI diet. Portion sizes are often bigger than what's recommended. Food labels can tell you the calories, fat, carbs, and other nutrition for a single serving. If you eat more than the serving size, you need to know how it will affect your nutrition. For example, if a food has 20 grams of carbs and 150 calories per serving, having 2 servings means you get 40 grams of carbs and 300 calories. You don't have to stop eating carbs altogether. A big study with over 15,000 adults in 2018 found that a low-carb diet, less than 40% carbs, and a high-carb diet, more than 70% carbs, had similar risks for mortality. The study found low risk when people ate a moderate amount of carbs, 50 to 55% of daily calories, which is 200 to 220 grams of carbs on a 1,600 calorie diet. This is in line with the dietary guidelines for Americans, which say that 45% to 65% of daily calories should come from carbs. Spread your carb intake evenly during the day. You need different amounts of carbs depending on your size and activity level. It's a good idea to talk to a dietitian to find out how much you need. A good way to manage portion sizes is to eat mindfully. Eat when you're hungry and stop when you're full. Sit down to eat and eat slowly, focusing on the taste. Did you know? When you eat more calories than your body needs, it stores the extra as fat, which can make you gain weight. 4. Choose lean meats and other proteins. Meat doesn't have many carbs, but it can have lots of fat. Too much unhealthy fat can lead to prediabetes, high cholesterol, and heart disease. If you have prediabetes, eating less saturated and trans fats can lower your risk of heart disease. You should choose protein from foods like 1. Beans and legumes. 2. Soy products like tofu and tempeh. 3. Low-fat Greek yogurt. 4. Eggs. 5. Chicken. 6. Turkey. 7. Fish like cod, flounder, haddock, halibut, tuna, and trout. 8. Shellfish like crab, lobster, shrimp, and scallops. 9. Lean cuts of beef like flank steak, ground round, tenderloin, and roast with the fat trimmed. If you cook chicken or turkey, leaving the skin on can keep it moist and not add much fat. But you should take off the skin before eating. Stay away from meats with visible fat or skin. 5. Drink alcohol in moderation. Most of the time, moderation is the right way to go, and drinking alcohol is no different. Lots of alcoholic drinks can make you dehydrated. Some cocktails have a lot of sugar, which can make your blood sugar go up. According to the dietary guidelines for Americans, women should have 1 drink per day and men should have 2 at most. A regular drink size is 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, 1.5 ounces of hard liquor like gin, vodka, or whiskey. You keep your drink simple and don't add sugary juices or liqueurs. Have a glass of water next to your drink to stay hydrated. 6. Drink plenty of water. Water is a key part of a good diet. You need to drink enough every day to stay hydrated. If you have prediabetes, water is better than sugary sodas, juices, or energy drinks. Those drinks have calories that turn into fast-digesting carbs and don't have much nutrition. A regular 12-ounce can of soda might have about 40 grams of carbs. Water is a better way to quench your thirst. How much water you should drink depends on your size, how active you are, and where you live. You can tell if you're drinking enough by how much you pee. Look at the color too. Your pee should be pale yellow. 7. Remember, diet and exercise work together. Exercise is a part of a healthy life. It's especially important if you have prediabetes. Not getting enough physical activity can make your body more resistant to insulin, as the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases says. Exercise makes your muscles use glucose for energy and helps them work better with insulin. The physical activity guidelines for Americans say that grown-ups should get at least 1. 150 to 300 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity each week, or 2. 75 to 150 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic activity each week, or 3. An equal mix of moderate and vigorous intensity aerobic activity each week. Exercise doesn't have to be too hard. Think about walking, dancing, biking, or something else you enjoy. New guidelines, like the American Diabetes Association, ADA, standards of care, also say exercise is important for people with prediabetes or diabetes. Being active might stop prediabetes from turning into type 2 diabetes and help people with diabetes control their blood sugar. One of the ADA suggestions is not sitting for more than 30 minutes at a time. You can try to break up sitting with a few squats, toe raises, or knee lifts. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention thinks 96 million adults in the U.S. have prediabetes. Even scarier, over 80% of them don't know it. Getting medical help early is important to catch prediabetes before it turns into type 2 diabetes. If you have prediabetes, you and your doctor can make a diet plan to help. If you have any questions or want to share your own nutrition tips, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I love hearing from our incredible Healthism community. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And, of course, subscribe to Healthism if you haven't already for more great content.